Today, more mulling about the town. It's like fucking Animal Crossing in here or something.
Balls are us.
Balls are us?
Balls are us.
That is us.
I don't have any balls.
Nobody's talking to you.
Yeah, that's why you're not invited to the fun parties.
Oh,
Balls
that's
are us.
I'm invited to all the parties.
Mm-hmm.
You start the parties.
Like,
And I go to
my-
bed first.
The sugar is worn off and I'm ready to crash pretty hard.
Why do you eat like 8 cinnamon rolls?
I only had 3.
You only had 4.
I had 3.
You had 4.
I had 2 and then I had 1 more.
It's noon on a
I
Saturday.
know sugar doesn't
Time to,
make you hyper, right?
Peter
Yes,
out.
he has to.
That's a common
Peter out.
misconception.
Peter out.
It's just carbohydrates that your brain really enjoys, and so it's food energy. It's just normal food energy. Your brain craves carbohydrates. That's why sugar is sweet.
So many.
Huh? Yeah, carbs turn into sugar.
Yeah.
Sugars.
Your brain loves sugar. Your
Oh,
body needs a whole
sugar,
bunch of
sugar.
stuff, but
It's
your
a really cool
brain
thing,
loves sugar.
Because carbs are digested both in the... they're broken down both in your small intestine and your stomach, but also in your saliva. So if you take a potato wedge and put it on your mouth and let it sit there for a while, it'll very slowly break it down, and the potato wedge will slowly start to taste sweet because it's being broken down into sugars.
Cool.
Yes. Because your saliva's
I'm
inside.
gonna go get some potatoes. We're gonna
It's
try
pretty
this.
much the same.
Everyone
inside.
choke on these potatoes.
Everyone stick a whole potato.
Put it in your
your mouth.
mouth. Okay.
Potash.
So the fighting ends. No one's really taking damage.
No.
No.
The guard, I think a guard took damage.
I took some damage. I got
You took
cracked
damage
in
and a
the
guard
head.
could crack. Okay, so you want
I'll heal us.
to do a heal before I feel
I'll
like you
do
do
a channel
anything?
energy.
Okay, so
I walk over to the guard and I do it. Channel
so
energy.
you kind of like pull back away from the goo.
Yeah.
The guards kind of like shove all the bodies into a pile
And burn.
Burn it.
and kind of like. So you were saying.
Yeah, we'll do cone of fire and that shit.
Okay, so Chris nukes it. It's like a nice little campfire.
Do we pull the cart away or do we just leave it
Stay
right
in
next
school,
to the
kids.
bodies?
Okay, after a while, they tear apart the other 2 carts. No other coffin things are found. They make sure they kind of like pull aside. Nothing else. And as they're doing this,
Are the pickles safe to eat?
I wouldn't test it.
I mean,
Well, we didn't burn them,
they
so
were-
if I'm not gonna test it, who else is gonna eat them?
No one.
okay,
They're
we
good
can be really
death
careful.
scores.
Anything
Let's
here
dump
could
them.
be contaminated here.
Pickle taste
Well, if we
funny.
couldn't eat them anyway, then why didn't we just blow up the cart to begin with?
Fine, eat the
Because
pickles.
you were like, no. Like, no, actually, you were saying yes. Who said no? Blowing up the cart. It wasn't me. I said blow up the cart.
Yeah.
I said no to blowing up the cart
Why?
because there were a bunch of
Who
poor
is this
people.
midget?
This is their stuff.
Whoa!
Hodis!
Okay, so as the guys are talking or are doing this, 2 more guards kind of come up with a guy in a guard uniform. It was a gnome.
Aww.
Gnome guard.
No.
Cute.
Is that your immediate reaction to when he steps
Who the
up?
fuck is this midget? It's a gnome. Aww.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's like a little tiny person.
I feel like as soon as he walks up, she just goes, "Oh, I get this all the time."
Unfortunately, this gnome is not being played by Peter Dinklage. Sorry.
Aw.
Anyway, so he approaches. Ophelia walks up to him, and they start talking. Anyone else wanna? I'm assuming you just kind of fall on like a puppy dog.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go over and find out who this gnome is. I'm intrigued by this tiny
You
person.
just walk up and be like,
Hi.
"Hi."
You're so cute.
He gets introduced.
Paige.
His name is Fletchit. His name is Fletchit. He's
Fletchit?
Fletchit.
Flush it.
Yes.
Fletchit.
He works for the guard.
Oh,
Or
he's
no.
in a guard's uniform. I would hope he worked for the guard.
Yes. Oh wait, can I have a better note of what he did? Hold up. Yeah, he works for the guard as a. He's a rogue. Hold on.
Oh. They can be buddies.
You can teach each other sleight of hand techniques.
He's got tiny hands. You don't want to know what he can do with those.
I should ask him if he knows any good tricks.
He's got this maneuver where he reaches all the way up
right.
your urethra to touch the.
Do you know about the 3rd G spot? The 3rd G. Oh, gnomes know all about the 3rd G spot.
It's small hands.
Tiny. Going in deep.
Oh man. Horrible.
Anyway, He's got he looks like he's got a little bandolier of like vials and potions and things, so he's cool. And carries like a sling. I don't want to do his voice. I'm so bad at doing no voice.
Hi, I'm a gnome.
Just
How
do
you
what you
guys
did last
doing?
time.
I'm a rogue. Did you guys get all the little spores?
That's not what he
Hey,
said.
guys.
That's not what he
Oh my god.
Oh, you made him
Hey,
sound
it's
like
Amelia.
he's a,
How you doing?
you made him
I'm
a,
a gnome.
said. No.
you made him a talking cupcake.
New plan. It's cupcake.
Hey guys.
It's me, Cupcake Man. I'm a cupcake eater man. But Philly gives him the rundown.
Yeah, she does.
Gives him
No,
a
she
rundown of what
doesn't.
happened. Tells him to investigate. They know who. They go. Someone. He's already sent guards to bring in the caravan master of these carts for questioning. I want you to run down any leads. You can find out who actually ordered the
caravan.
Yeah, who ordered the caravan, who are all these supplies going to, exactly who's getting money from this.
And who are they coming from, and so on and so forth.
And he's like, on it! Turns around and hops away. Hop, skip, jump.
Aw, I want to be his friend. Aww.
You can find them later.
So they leave. Yeah, let's go do some
Learn
detective
from the
sleuthing.
demons.
Cool. So he leaves. They crate up. Civilians are starting to come in and ask questions. The guards are kind of like, okay, but everyone stand back. There's death spores. Don't breathe the smoke. It's like the smoke's all blowing downwind toward the
Towards the
The
school.
Yeah.
like should look like a preschool. Oh no.
The guys run really fast.
What
You
were
can
we
just maneuver
thinking?
the-
What has magic run?
I'm a little
trails.
tired right now.
And whatever you do not roll up any of these pygmies and smoke them, because you don't want to know what
Gonna
happens.
have a bad time.
You'll have a great time, and then you'll have a bad time. Cool.
If only we could find a way of getting the high from these pygmies without the detrimental effects. It's time for me to go back into the chemist lab.
You're the worst.
Sawdust apples are going on the back burner.
Okay. Well, Ophelia kind of looks at you guys like, thanks, enormously for helping. Knocks over
He
you.
just kicks me over.
Okay, you guys are all knocked down. Thanks for helping. You feel free to stop by the camp anytime you need help or whatever. Blah, whatever, blah. And says we can take it from here. We'll handle this up. You can, whatever, if you got anything else to do today.
Yeah, we can prepare our spells together.
Excuse me?
Prepare our spells.
Did you say something?
We can pray together. You pray, Rebecca. I pray.
You okay?
Join us on our quest.
You are embarrassing Felix. Right?
You're embarrassing everybody.
Okay, so you guys, what do you want to do? Who's doing what?
What is there to do?
She said she can handle it from here. So
Alright, well, let's go home back to our tent. I didn't finish breakfast.
okay. So you want to go home and eat breakfast when there's all this questing to do? That's fine.
What questing is there
Just
to do?
fine.
She said she can handle it.
So you go. You just believe her. So you guys all head home, and I don't know. It's kind of whatever the fuck you want to do at this point. You guys want to go back to
I ask her if she can help me with my
my
religion stuff.
Help me with a problem.
Can you help me read the Bible, please?
Well, I would assume she's a higher level cleric than I am.
Yes.
I'll ask her.
Well, you guys,
Is
whatever.
she gonna help me with our religion rituals and see if she can help me perfect them?
Okay, yeah, I'd love to. There's no other clerics of Symphony and Sir Rebecca here in the tent town. No, come by anytime.
Okay. Done.
It's a date. What? Huh? What'd you say? Huh? What?
I'm dating that in my handbook.
It's
It's a date.
You were really embarrassing, Felix.
Jesus Christ. You have no game.
She's the one.
I actually
I
want
can't
to.
act suave around her. She's the yin to my yang. She's the Rebecca to my Symphony.
I must. Okay, so everyone kind of trots back to camp.
I want to go and visit Viola, Captain Viola, and the camp hog.
Do you want to eat breakfast?
Didn't we already eat breakfast?
Didn't you jog before breakfast?
No, we ate and then we did our morning rituals.
Oh. Okay, she just eats slow then, I guess. Her morning ritual is eating.
Well, she had to set up her
Food
table with
breakfast.
all her forks and knives and dishes.
Whatever.
It's like that.
I don't even care. Okay, so you guys gonna break up and do your things. Take a nap.
I think I should follow Ophelia right now because this part.
She's
this
just-
whole-
Oh my
she's
God.
just overseeing this, right? And
Yeah, she's not going anywhere. She's just kind of making sure all this gets taken care of.
I,
Just
I
kind of standing
think I-
behind her, just.
I feel like I would make sure, since I was all worried about this, I would be making sure that this is all taken care of as well.
To make it
Bodies
awkward.
are properly burned.
Don't make it
that-
awkward. You're making it awkward.
Why? It's okay.
Can someone save this poor man from
I can make it awkward. It's a game world. I'm allowed to make this awkward.
Okay, so you're
I'm
staying
just
with.
worried about the disease.
You're staying with Ophelia. You want to go eat breakfast, Chris? What do you want to do?
We are the only two
I mean,
clerics that
Godric,
really make
what's
sense
Godric
that we
doing?
both pay attention to this.
I don't know. Go back to the tent.
I mean, there's a big ass campfire here to jerk it to. I'm just kidding.
That you
I
started.
think I'm
by
going
the
back
way.
to the tent.
Because you go back to the tent.
I thought you'd be bringing small kids around
Um,
going, see, fire is wonderful.
Fire solves the death spore problem.
See, remember what I said fucking an hour ago? Just fire? No. Alright, and then Felix wants to head off to Captain Viola.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. So, like, what else? Okay, there's things around town. So you walk up to Viola, walk over to the camp. Viola's like in the command tent, ordering people around, still drinking a tea. Well, it's like noon now, because she's still drinking tea.
Still drinking tea.
Fuck it, tea's always good.
Yeah.
You come in and you're still in your jogging clothes, so like a sword and tiny pants. You're like, hey, what's
So,
up?
Need my loincloth.
Oh yes, sorry, jogging loincloth. Like, how can I help you this fine day? What do you want? The fuck you want?
Well, she asked us to stop by your tent
Mm-hmm.
after the fight happened, so I was gonna see what she wanted. Or if she had anything to tell us.
Yes, a month ago. What happened? Refresh my memory. Right, you guys fought.
Catherine and
Right.
2 other people.
She kind of looks around the tent and there's like other people milling about.
She was hired by the people who hold our cart, and we had to go check and make sure nobody's taken anything there.
She kind of brings you to the side and says, I wanted to. I'm glad to see new blood in the camp, like who are capable in a fight. All the guards I brought with me have been here long enough that I only know of a few that aren't in somebody's pocket at this point. I just wondering where you guys kind of like honor bound here. Where do you guys stand? What are you doing in town here?
We are
You're gonna tell her.
gathering supplies and looking for information on someone we're looking to find.
Okay.
So you do tell the
She
truth.
kind of
Yeah.
looks and says she looks at you up and down and asks, what do you think, or what do you know about the man named Victor Gantz?
Victor Gantz?
Gantz! What do you know about Victor Gantz?
Nothing. I've never heard the name before.
And Hectus? No? Ring a bell?
Hectus
Hectus.
Cactus?
Hectus?
Hector Lecter?
Hexus?
I have also never heard that name.
She kind of laughs and she says, it's strange, I've been in this town for a year now. It's inner politics and it's kind of the scum of the earth down here. It's refreshing to meet someone who hasn't been affected by it yet. I hate to sound incompetent at my job, but we really could use your help because I know I can trust you. I think I can trust you because you are new here and no one has paid you off yet. She kind of reaches over, grabs a file, flips through it. She says, what do you know about Zion Moore, the lady who you're keeping your cart at?
I know nothing besides the fact that she
Tried to murder him.
Has a well-protected establishment and not one of her employees.
Yeah, she runs Cedar Stables, and they are the best staffed or best protected stables in the town.
And not one of their employees attacked us.
She kind of puts her folder away and just kind of warns you that pretty much everyone here, except for a select few, she knows.
Having shitbag.
She can personally attest for Fletchit, Ophelia, herself, and a handful of guard that are honorable. Pretty much everyone else, except for a few of everyone else in town is more or less here for the money, and they will straight lie to you. Tread carefully.
I can similarly vouch for my brother and myself.
But not them.
What about that guy who throws fire and that lady who jerks off all my guards?
They're on
My
My
brother.
brother and myself.
My brother's cool.
I mean, I want to keep
We
an eye
are-
on him. He may,
Honorable moral standing.
She after giving her warning of tread lightly, she tells you that Tobias and all the other scholars at Stone Row seem to be, as far as she can tell, innocents in this whole vibe of kind of power around here.
They're legitimately there to try and study and...
Yeah. She feels they're way more, like they may be the smartest people around, but they're also the most ignorant because they seem to be way too trusting of everyone who just walks into the
They're
town.
book smart, not street smart.
Basically.
They're smart, not wise.
So, I mean, I feel she feels sorry for them, and while her real loyalty is supposed to, the king and all the people here, she feels like they need the most protection because they're idiots. And they're mostly innocent in this whole thing. So, she excuses herself and says, I need to get back to work, we'll let you know if anything comes from this whole cart debacle.
I appreciate it.
Or Vigipygmies debacle.
Thank
And
you.
we'll come to you for help, if you don't mind.
You. Feel free to find me whatever.
Here's my number, babe.
Call
I
me
forgot.
maybe?
Did we roll how hot she is? I don't remember.
Not yet.
No.
Pretty sure we did.
Only
She's a
Ophelia.
She's
Ophelia's
2.
the only one that's... actually, your guy got a hotness thing as well.
Oh
maybe.
yeah, that's why I
He was a
thought I
6.
remembered him.
He works out. Anyway, I
Pretty
think
sure
she's like an
he's a
older.
6.
She's like older.
Okay.
So she gets...
She's like-
She could be a
She's
Gino.
she's like cresting 30.
Oh, okay.
So
Like
old.
Just a
she's towards the end of 30s, so she's so basically over the hill.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Not a G-MILF, but she could be a MILF.
she's probably an elf.
She could keep well. Not in her line of work, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
a lot of stress in being a town guard. A
Captain.
town guard.
Okay, so
Captain.
that's her.
Captain
Do you wanna? She kind of pretty much ends the conversation, goes back to work.
Okay.
Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of creeping on Ophelia.
Creeping.
Not creeping. We're the only
Suave.
2 clerics.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Okay, I'll get
both-
to you in a second.
we
You're
both-
chewing. Krista, what are you doing?
I'm gonna just kind of walk through town, see if I find anything interesting. I'm just kind of mulling around, bored. Maybe find like a bakery or something. Any bakeries? Bacon.
Not really
Can't,
tent town. No. Somebody over
The major
open fire.
major establishments besides other stables are the camp.
Is there a market?
There's definitely like an open
Like a
bazaar.
bazaar. I'm gonna go to the bazaar.
Okay, so it's kind of like the exchange of goods area.
Mm-hmm.
It's closer to the port. The makeshift port wicker. Port wicker. Port wicker.
Okay.
It's closer to there. And yeah, you can just kind of, I don't know. You can do like a local knowledge if you want to like ask around for info about something.
She even have local knowledge.
She should. She's a rogue.
Yeah, it's no requirement.
Yeah, but she hasn't put any points in.
Yeah. So you second.
Yeah, just tool around, see if I find anything interesting.
Yeah, specifically looking for anything.
No, not really.
Okay. Roll
Sexy
a
armor.
roll a knowledge local check. Looking for sexy armor?
Kidding.
Are you?
10.
Just 10.
Okay. Yeah. You catch rumors of various places around town. You hear again the rumor that Xian Moore is paying off guards. It's just not really a rumor. Everyone just basically knows it. You hear a rumor again that Captain Viola is super, like a dirty, she's totally paid off as well. Totally a whore as well. You hear a rumor that the Church of Fate, the cleric establishment in town, kind of is a price gouger. Their other healing services because they know they're the only ones.
Is anybody selling silks?
Huh?
Anybody selling silks?
There's no silk in this area.
Not really. They're kind of selling mostly just things you need to survive.
Like silk.
Yeah, they're silk. But it's shitty silk. Like, regular silk. Useless bullshit
That's
silk.
your obsidian worm silk.
Off in the distance, you can see several ships offloading and unloading goods and such. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good role playing, guys. Justin, you're creeping on Ophelia.
Yeah, sorta, kinda.
Sorry, Fredrick.
We're
Sorta,
the only
kinda.
2 clerics here. I need knowledge.
Roll to.
Okay, 1,
read.
she's the only other cleric. 2, she worships the same religion as me, just the other half, and I need to be a whole cleric.
3, she's super hot.
She's a whole cleric.
3, she's hot as fuck.
And 4, she's politely tried to end the conversation and send you on your way like 4 times.
Really?
We're still like, okay. So I'll see you later then. Uh-huh.
No, you won't. Leave me alone.
Well, come by anytime you want. Just I'm busy right now. Uh-huh.
So I'll see you later.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess you will. Wanna go get
Leave!
I really don't have anything else, though, also, like...
I got
I
nothing
can
else.
go talk to the apple lady, I
You
guess.
still haven't prepared spells for today.
Fuck it, I'll go talk to Apple.
Let's talk to the apple lady about Ophelia.
What do you think about Ophelia? She's pretty, right?
You gonna buy an apple? Yeah, like
No,
Ophelia.
the person who's trying to find the apple fields, and I was doing all the apple chemistry cider making stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I could just go talk to that person. Again. I don't know what about, though. We already talked. They said they needed somebody to show them. I'm not gonna just leave without my group.
Yeah.
I literally want to learn more cleric stuff right now. I'm a level
You
1
could
cleric who
look
has
for-
the chance to learn from a higher level cleric on perfecting my rituals and everything.
Yeah, and she said we'll get to that later. She's busy right now.
Look for a bookshop.
And then I needed as clerical duty to make sure that this disease gets properly burned off.
Okay, so you're staying for that.
That was the only thing that I was saying for
Kind of
it.
leaning on the cart, it's on fire.
I'm not hitting on Ophelia right now.
I don't believe you.
My clerical instincts took over.
Okay, so you give them all proper burial as best you can, or you find the after the fire burns down, like in the coffin there was a body, probably someone who was infected with the spores that were being transported for some reason. They don't know if it was like they knew he died of spores, or if
It was injected in him afterwards, posthumously.
or if they died of spores. He died of spores, and they knew, and they were bringing his corpse somewhere for some reason, like someone wanted it, or they were just like bringing his corpse.
Could a corpse get infected with the spores after it had died?
No.
Okay, so it has to be a living host.
Yeah, it was a thing that died from the spores.
Okay. Had to.
Yeah, and that's what they're trying to just figure out, if the guy thought he was just transporting a body, or if he knew he was bringing a spore-ridden body.
Right, but I make sure that it's properly burned off and everything, right?
Yeah,
All
okay.
right, I'll leave after that then.
Alright, so you can leave various things around town. You can go back to the church. You can go to the makeshift church and flip them all off. You can go to the library, flip them all off.
Or I've already been in the library. Did I read? Or I think I did read stuff. Or somebody read stuff.
No, we didn't have time.
Okay.
We just got introduced
I'll go
to
back
the
to the
world.
library.
Okay.
Learn more up on the history. I'm a
Bowing
history
up on
person.
history.
I've got knowledge history.
Alright.
Because it only made sense
you just
that I
kinda,
actually
like,
had it because
go
I went to
down
school for it.
And any field you want to study, like history of
Spores.
this specific town?
Well, I feel like most of the stuff in here will be about our town, right? Because
Yeah.
that's what this whole town's about. I'll specifically look up the mountain, actually. I think I already learned a lot on that history, but I'll see if this place has any more knowledge on it.
Okay, they've definitely pulled out all the books on it, because now it's interesting. So you kind of like just sit down and start reading with people.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a good thing. What are we talking about?
I don't know. Everywhere.
What did Chris do?
Back at the tent, but I'd like to go talk to whomever the orc specialist was.
Okay, that's the library.
Beauregard.
It was whose orcs?
Orpheus
Buford. Buford Beauregard.
That's Buford Green, but whatever.
Well, I guess he got there before me because I was hanging there. So when I walk in there, he's already reading shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deep
Deep shit.
deep in orc poop. I mean,
Orpheus.
You just need to
These
learn.
are some samples.
Just
I
need to
found.
learn the makeup of orc shit.
Ooh.
learn to color yourself in their dung.
Become.
They will take you as one of their own.
Nonsense. Anyway, no.
Can't.
No.
All cork off.
We can't go down that road. We'll never stop.
Yeah, I want to go and I know I already asked once about any news on Gorthax. He said he didn't really have anything. So I will narrow my question to
You walk up like, so what about Gorthax? I told you yesterday. I don't know. So what do you know about Gorthax? We don't know. You don't know about Gorthax yet? It's been 12 seconds.
any news from Twitter on Gorthax? His handle's at Destroyer Worlds. I don't get
That has
free GI.
retweeted this.
So I'm just gonna ask him about if he can kind of run me through a basic chronology of what happened after the eruption,
Okay.
and just kind of the history of the orcs and what they did.
Okay,
Where they
so
are now.
he'll give you, he's kind of talking you through, like, what orcs took over and what orcs were shitheads and power plays and whatnot. And I'll get to that later when I write their names down.
Well, good.
How are we doing on sleepies?
Not even 3 minutes.
We've been recording for 3 minutes.
No, we don't have 3 minutes left of the half hour.
Oh, good.
You're done already?
I'm so sleepy. Alcohol makes me sleepy.
Yeah, well, so next time we learn about Gorthax.
Finally.
But I want to learn now.